Thank you for joining us tonight for another episode of Catholic Charities Works, our Facebook program that talks about programs and services of Catholic Charities. I'm Rochelle Schlort. I'm the Chief Communications Officer, and I'm so pleased to be joined tonight by Doug Rouse, who is our Director of Volunteer Services. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you, Rochelle. It's great to be here.
Well, this is Volunteer Appreciation Month, and so we felt like it was really important to show some love to our volunteers and talk about volunteer services here at Catholic Charities. So, I like to kind of start off with letting the audience know a little bit about you. So how long have you been here at Catholic Charities?
It's been 10 years now.
Wow. So, you've been here almost as long as I have. How did you find Catholic Charities?
So I started volunteering here in 2009, and I loved doing good work with good people and serving the mission of the agency. Mm-hmm. And after a couple of years, there was a job posting, and I went for it.
So you started off as volunteer, now you're Director of Volunteer Services. So you know better than anybody else what it takes to run our programs and services, and the fact that we really couldn't run most of our services without the help of volunteers.
Absolutely. The work that our volunteers do is significant. We could not provide the amount of services and to the number of people that we do without our volunteers. Last fiscal year, our volunteers served over 46,000 hours.
Wow.
That's the equivalent of 22 full-time employees.
That's amazing. That is just amazing. I mean, that really does speak to the fact that 22 full-time employees is what our volunteers equate to, and we simply couldn't run many of our programs without that volunteer support. So we are so appreciative to everything they do for us.
Absolutely. And Volunteer Appreciation Month is April, and Catholic Charities has a great deal to be appreciative and grateful for our amazing volunteers.
So I guess you're going to have some surprises for our volunteers this month?
I think absolutely, yes.
Absolutely,
yes.
Great. And you have to keep them secret, though. So tell me, why do you think people volunteer with Catholic Charities? Why do they choose us?
I think there's a number of reasons. I think many folks are passionate about serving others. I think folks are passionate about strengthening our community. Volunteering is a great way to give back, and for many people, it's living their faith. Mm-hmm. And so overall, I think, though, a lot of people are just appreciative to be able to give hope and provide help to so many individuals and families in our community.
And we have a lot of really long-term volunteers. We have people who've been here, 1 year, 5 year, 10 years. We have people who've been here over 30 years. And I know that some of those people were volunteering every day, picking up food at local supermarkets. That's really a testament to living your faith, as well as clearly the gratification that they find volunteering here. I know a lot of people will bring friends and family. It's not only that volunteer opportunity so that you feel good about giving back, but it's a social opportunity. A lot of churches and groups will come in, groups of 5 or 10 or more, and that is what they do once a week, every week. So, all right. So tell me right now, what kind of volunteer opportunities are available?
So we have 4 different locations that provide services. So we'll start with Marian House. Marian House Kitchen serves a meal 7 days a week. There's shifts to help prepare and serve that meal. We have the relatively recently opened Marian House Marketplace, which is a shopping format food pantry. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities for that. For folks that like to be behind the scenes, there's some opportunities to prepare the donations for the marketplace. Mm-hmm. And then we also have volunteers that support the marketplace as it's running. So we have a position called a client intake. We have a shopping assistant, and we have a checkout assistant.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's one that we call them a little different names. I call them the volunteer shopper, and I think you guys call them the shopping assistant. And the reason I like that is because it's a person who walks alongside of our clients with their Marian House shopping cart, and they go through the pantry. The volunteer helps make suggestions. Each client takes about 10 days worth of food to support their families, and it's food that they get to choose, the things that their families like. And that volunteer shopper helps guide towards more nutritious options, but they also take a look at, what is that client putting in the shopping cart? Is it enough? Are they looking at, what's going with the pasta? Are they getting marinara sauce, or are they getting bread when they get their peanut butter? And just making sure that, they're helping that client choose things that are appropriate for the family and enough for their family.
Absolutely. There's even a vegan section and a gluten-free section.
And that's great because that's big trends now. People going vegan and vegetarian and gluten free is obviously a medical issue. But so tell me a little bit more about some of the options at Helen Hunt, because Helen Hunt is really where most of our family services are focused.
So Helen Hunt has a need for a site coordinator that helps with reception and phone calls and helping clients in the shopping room. There's also a need for at the Family Resource Center, which is an amazing space. We're looking for some volunteers to help clean, sanitize, and organize that room for the kiddos. And then we have an off-site opportunity for a home cook that would be willing to donate, prepare, and deliver a meal once a month to the Helen Hunt campus for the Circle of Fathers meetings.
Well, I'm going to tell you that Children's Resource Center is impressive. If you haven't been there, you can come for a tour of our facility. It is really a wonderful room for children. It has everything from art supplies to a reading circle area, the playgroup is there. It is better equipped than most elementary classrooms that I've seen. I mean, there's really a lot to do and a lot to be proud of that center. And it really serves those children well. So let's jump over to English as a second language while we're talking about education. What about ESL volunteers?
The ESL and Citizenship Program is an amazing program. We have a number of opportunities. We recruit for that program all throughout the year. We have some shorter term opportunities, such as administrative help, where somebody can help 4 to 6 weeks or longer if it's a good fit. And then we look for teachers, and that's where we're looking for a little bit more of a commitment, because we have a lot of upfront training that we provide, and we're looking for our teachers that find it to be the right fit to teach for the fall and the spring semesters.
Which runs along about 9 months, right? Because it runs like a normal school year. And so you're really looking for teachers who can make that commitment, who enjoy interacting with people who are here to improve their English skills so that they can better integrate into the community.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So what about administration? I work on the admin side, and we are always wanting volunteers for something. Tell me a little bit about administrative opportunities.
So on the administrative side, the Performance and Innovation team is looking for a data support volunteer to help collect and analyze the data that's used for the monthly reporting for the agency. And I know you marketing guys are always looking for marketing skills, digital media skills, graphic design, and photography. So
We are. I mean, no grass grows under our feet. We are constantly looking for some support. And so if you are watching our program today and you have graphic design skills or photography skills, or, you're a whiz on social media, we would love to talk to you and see how you can support our department. Now, we also have our Castle Rock office up obviously Castle Rock. Tell me a little bit about the opportunities that we have up there.
So they do have a receptionist position that helps greet and welcome the clients. And then they also have seasonal programs such as their winter coat drive and their angel tree project around Christmas time.
And those are great projects. I know that every year they collect just hundreds of coats to be able to give out to families who just need a little extra help. So it's a great program. And so if you're in Castle Rock, I encourage you to give the office a call and see how you can support their work up there. So that's a pretty comprehensive list. It just seems like there is something for everyone.
Absolutely.
So, Doug, what are some of the greatest volunteer needs right now?
Presently, we're looking to stand up a class called Navigating Employment on the Internet. We're looking for a team of teachers. It'll be a class that's taught once a month initially, hopefully more if there's more demand for the class. But basically, it teaches folks how to post to job-seeking websites, how to create a resume, and then the email correspondence when you're seeking employment.
Perfect. What else?
So also there is a great need for bilingual Spanish speakers for all of our programs, especially for our pantry, for our family connections sites. So anybody that is bilingual Spanish, we really could use some help.
So if you're listening and you are bilingual, we would love to have you as a volunteer. Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I'm just so appreciative to be here, and I'm so grateful for the volunteers and all the people that I've got to meet over the years. It's been a real gift in my life.
Well, if someone wants to volunteer with us, what do they do?
Please go to our website, and in the upper right-hand corner of the website, there's the word volunteer. Click on that. That'll take you to our volunteer page with all the information that you need. There's an online application there. If anybody's not comfortable with filling out an online application, our volunteer office help desk is more than happy to help folks. The phone number is 719-866-6559. We'd be happy to get you connected and working with us.
Perfect. So I'm going to repeat that. If you're interested in learning more about Catholic Charities or specifically interested in volunteering, please visit our website. It's ccharities.cc.org. And if you are interested in volunteering, on the home page in the top right-hand corner, click volunteer. It will take you to our volunteer page. It has the phone number that Doug just gave. It connects you through to all the volunteer descriptions. And when you're ready to volunteer, it will actually even take you through the application. So we are so happy that you could join us tonight. We would love for you to join us in June, the second Tuesday of the month, for another program of Catholic Charities. Thank you for joining us. Good night.